What's up guys? Today I'm going to show you my favorite product research method that I use to this date. It's found me countless of winners. It's helped me, put 20 plus SKUs onto Amazon, and it's probably the most creative ways that you can do product research today that people are not doing. It uses real search data to do this. So if you're struggling with product research, or you want to do product research the right way, whether it's your first product, 10th product, 20th product, whatever, then you're going to want to stay tuned to this video and watch every step. But just real quick, for anybody new to this channel, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Cameron. Back in 2017, I started selling on Amazon. So I've been doing this about 3 years now. 2017, we had a crazy year. Third product took off. We did over $1.3 million in sales that year, which if you know the story, it was a crazy one. Hopefully I get a chance to tell you about it. So if you want updates, Amazon updates, strategy tips, tricks, and just how I'm doing, right? I'm trying to work on my second account to get to 7 figures this year. That's my goal. So if you want to stay up to date on that, please subscribe down below. It'd mean the world to me. So without further ado, I want to get into this tip, this strategy. I think you guys will love it. It's pretty creative, and it's using real kind of data to back it all up. And so let's go ahead and dive right into my screen here, guys. All right, guys. So where we're at right now is actually Viral Launch, okay? This is Viral Launch's keyword research tool. Now, before you say, Cameron, I have Helium 10 or Jungle Scout, it does not matter which software you have. I use Viral Launch. You can use Helium 10, Jungle Scout. I trust all three of these to do, give us good data here. So no worries there. Just use this strategy and use it on the software you're currently using. If you want to use Viral Launch, I do have a 15% off coupon code down below. Again, not trying to push it. It's just trying to help you guys out if you're trying to save some money. But otherwise, let's get right into it. And so this is Viral Launch's keyword research tool. If you're familiar with their backend, this is just kind of what it looks like. So keyword research right here, this is where we're at. And so what this tool does, guys, is that, if I type in, a word like, or a phrase like lemon squeezer, right? What this does, right, if we type this in, is going to give me all the phrases relevant to lemon squeezer, okay? And it's also going to go ahead and tell us the volume estimate per month. How many people per month search this keyword on Amazon.com, which is a very powerful thing to know, because it shows real demand, right? It shows you that people are searching this, they want to buy this product, or something that's close to this phrase, right? Lemon squeezer, 30,000 people a month are searching this, so that means a good amount of people are trying to buy lemon squeezers, right? And so going through the rest of this real quick, we can look at relevancy score. That's just showing how relevant citrus juicer is to lemon squeezer. I don't pay much attention to that. Usually, check relevancy myself by just going on Amazon and searching this keyword and seeing what pops up. If it's my product, then it's super relevant. If it's not, kind of 50-50, then it's semi-relevant. And if it's different product overall, then not relevant at all, right? Next, guys, we look at priority score. Again, it's just showing, which keywords you should be going after. If you're going after lemon squeezer, again, don't pay much attention to that. Volume estimate is what I am most intrigued by. In opportunity score, okay? So opportunity score is cool. It's on a scale of 1 to 1,000. I'm sure Helium 10 or Jungle Scout has things like this as well. So I'm sure it's just maybe just called something different. So you should be able to follow along here, no problem. So opportunity score, it's out of 1 to 1,000. The closer it is to 1,000, then Viral Launch is trying to tell you, hey, no one else is competing for this keyword. This keyword has a very high opportunity based on other competitors not using their title, their backend, their bullets, or there's no products on the market for that keyword in general, right? So you're looking for a high opportunity score here, okay? Lemon squeezer, obviously, it's a very competitive niche. Lemon juicer's got a pretty high one here. But this is how this works, right, guys? Now, the way we're going to do product research with this tool, right, what you guys have been waiting for, and thanks for hanging along here, is a really cool trick that I've been using myself. And it's really just about getting creative, okay? And the way I get creative is, because I don't really have a creative brain, is I use Google. And I use what's called a random word generator. You can use the first one. I'm sure there's tons of them here. But if you guys aren't getting this yet, just hang tight. This one will make sense in a second. I think this is really cool, very exciting. So what we're going to do here is we're going to grab 10 words here. You can play with these settings here, but I usually don't. I'm going to generate these words. So I got polish, fitness, ladder, situation, admit, minister, nut, graduate, glory, economics. Okay? So what I'm going to do right here, I'm going to copy polish, and I'm going to put this in here. Okay? So what I'm trying to do here, guys, is I'm trying to find random words that no one else is thinking of using a random word generator. I'm going to type this into the keyword research tool, right? And then I'm going to see what pops up. Next, I'm going to show you exactly what to look for when looking through this, right? So why this is cool is because everybody else is using, product databases where, they're typing in certain criteria and it's popping up the same products for millions of people, right? Or hundreds of thousands probably at this point for Amazon sellers. So anytime a good product does pop up, 10,000 people saw it too, right? And probably 150 to 1,000 are starting that same product that you see is a good opportunity. So we have to find different ways to be creative, right? And with product research, that's my number one tip, is to be creative. Do something that no one else would do. That way you're the only one finding that result, right? And that's exactly what we're doing here. So I type in polish, right? And it's got 2,000 searches a month, which is pretty good, right? So we're gonna go look at it and see what the first thing that pops up. And so we got wax sealant polish. We have, it looks like different movies, polish, right? Car polish. So it looks like mostly car polish. Okay. So that's kind of the niche that we're kind of going down, right? So if I search by volume estimate here and I go down polished pottery, right? Who's heard of that before? Besides people in the pottery. So we look here, okay. Pottery isn't my favorite. I definitely cannot recreate this. This is probably a lot more hand, but if you know about this market or if you feel comfortable getting into it, great, but I'm going to keep moving down here. What I really care about is, finding some of the high opportunity score with a decent amount of volume estimate. I usually don't find any of that when it's up above 5,000, where I usually find that, the sweet spots is around that 2,000 to, 1,000 mark. So kind of in here, right? Keywords people aren't really talking about, where you can find some kind of cool niches, right? Polishing cloth, right? So if I hit this, we can go and, start looking at this. It's got 1,700 reviews, right? You can hit the viral launch extension here or whatever extension you're using, right? Doesn't matter what software you're using, and kind of look here, but I see 1,700 here, 4,500. I'm instantly not interested, right? So I'm gonna keep working my way down. Caranuba wax, right? You can avoid the brands. Car Guys sounds like a brand. Silver polishing cloth for jewelry. Let's take a look here. I got 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 800 here. Not interested. Going down. Okay, let's look for something with a high opportunity score. Okay, let's see. Guru. That sounds like a brand name. Let's avoid that. Nail polish remover wipes. Let's keep going down here. Equalizer Part 2 sounds like a movie. Polishing wheel for drill. Let's take a look at that. Okay, these look pretty simple. We got 1,300 reviews there. 70, 22. Okay, so it looks like this guy is kind of dominating the niche. But there's different types, right? So we start looking at the different types here. Let's take a look here. Let's see what they're doing in sales. So you can see the guy with, the high review count here, maybe top two, 41,000, 25,000, right? Which is a large amount. But if we go down here, and actually, as a seller, this is what I'm most interested about is something I call sales depth. And if I go down here, you can see, the 8th guy's doing 8,000, the 9th guy's doing 8,000, the 11th guy's doing 8,000, 12th guy's doing 16,000, and the review count, look at 181, 70, 22, 42, 112. So we start looking into what products these are, right? And if they're selling at the 10th, 11th spot, then that means we could probably, because that's where we're going to start out, right? When we start first beginning, that's where we're going to start out, right? And then we're going to have sales, and be able to compete at that level, which is, what I'm interested about. I don't want to have to go to all the way to spot 1 to see any sales at all. I want to be at page 2 and still get a little sales, or a decent amount of sales that, I can make, this all worth it for me. And then as, I'm getting those sales, I can start, working my way up to more sales, right? So it looks like I have a good sales depth here. So that one's pretty interesting. I'm gonna close out the rest of these right here. I'm gonna go to the next one here. Let's go just try a different word. Polish was my favorite word. Fitness, this is pretty generic. I'm going to go ahead and avoid that one. Let's look at nut. That one seems interesting. Let's hit nut in. Let's see what pops up. Okay, so the word nut itself has 7,000 searches a month. Let's look at this. Okay, we got nuts, nuts. But I bet there's some tools and accessories that go with nuts, right? There's got to be. So we'll do a volume estimate here, right? Going down, I'm going to avoid the basic ones, right? I'm going to go down to that sweet spot like I talked about, and let's go down around that 2,000 mark. Nut pods, peppermint mocha crema, again, it's brand name. Let's see. Going down, nut mix. Okay, so assorted nuts, a lot of nut stuff. I should have been aware this was going to happen. Individually wrapped snacks. Storks. What are storks? Okay. Storks, that is a movie. Okay. Let's keep going. Nutrisystem shakes, mixed nuts bulk, dried fruits, net individual packs. Let's keep going down. Nut Job 2, nice, must be another movie. Nut Cert Toolkit, what's a Nut Cert Toolkit? Okay. So we have, that was a brand name, but I was more interested in, Nut Toolkit. So just doing a simple thing here. Let's start looking at some nut tools, right? Okay, so you have one guy dominating here, but we have a $40 one at 28 at the top of this page, which is pretty impressive. One at $67, which if you know me, you know I like high price points because it usually has opportunity of bigger margins and keeps other competitors out. 76.66. So we have one guy dominating, right? But I'm sure we can add more value. Let's pull up the viral launch extension here. So we see that guy dominating, right? Right at the top here. But if we go down, this guy's doing 22,000 at 13 reviews, 57,000 at 76 reviews. 25,000, 34,000, 10,000, 22,000, all under 100 reviews here, which is incredible. I keep going down, right? I talk about sales depth. We're at 16 spot, 40,000, 17 spot, 12,000, 20 spot, 10,000. Wow. I can't believe how expensive these are too. Wow, that's awesome. Going down, 22, 15,000. Okay, so this is something I'm super interested in, and this is something I'd keep kind of going into, right? It doesn't look like it's that hard to manufacture. Let's see, River Nut Tool. Okay, it might actually not be. My first thought was it was actually like to crack nuts, but I was wrong. This is for actual tools itself. So I definitely would make sure I get into the niche a little bit and figure out, what people are looking for in this niche. Do you have to, I feel like I know tools pretty well. I've never heard of this brand right here. These are not even branded itself. So these look like private label sellers. These look like, customers in this field don't care if it's a brand or not. They just want the best value. And so it looks like something you could get into fairly easily, right? I would be concerned if I came up here and, I saw Cobalt and all the tool lines coming down, right? If I saw those just dominating the niche, I'd be concerned. But I see a ton of generic type products here, which is good news for private label sellers because that's kind of what we're doing, right? That's a cool thing about Amazon in general is customers don't really care. They just want the best value. They don't care about brands. They're not very brand centric. Okay, so nuts. You guys see what I'm doing here, right? You guys are starting to get it, most likely. The cool thing is, guys, we could do this for days, right? And that's what product research is. We know it takes time and effort. It's annoying, but we gotta find creative ways to do it. Okay. Another cool, tip about this is, say you come up with a very saturated product like lemon squeezer, right? Let's use a lemon squeezer for this example. And say we're searching down here, right? And lemon squeezer is at the top, I had 30,000 searches. Just, be imaginative for me, guys, here. Imagine we're doing lemon squeezers, right? And we go down here and, imagine this says kiwi squeezer, right? It's a fruit squeezer. It's a little different than a lemon squeezer, right? And we hit this view on Amazon and we see that only thing that pops up for kiwi squeezer, that's getting 1,100 searches a month, which is plenty to get sales with. You could get 10 to 20 sales easily with 1,100 searches a month if you're at the top of the page there. And, if we go to that search on Amazon's kiwi squeezer and all we see is lemon squeezers and lime squeezers and orange juicers, then we know, okay, people are looking for kiwi squeezer, right? But they're only getting lemon squeezers. That means there's no kiwi squeezer on the market, right? Whether it be, again, I was just being creative with an example here, guys, so you understood. But you know how easy it would be to get a squeezer, designed just for kiwi to be most efficient for a kiwi, right? It'd be pretty easy, right? You just go to another lemon squeezer manufacturer, you say, hey, I want one designed for kiwi. You do some testing on your own, maybe you get a lemon squeezer at home. You try to juice it with a kiwi, it just explodes. Okay, it needs to be smaller, more delicate, more compact, right? It needs to have a slower squeeze time that way because it's kind of a dense fruit, right? So it has more time to juice, something like that, right? And then you fill that need and you know you have a product that's gonna be successful, right? If it's a quality product, because people are searching it on Amazon 1,100 times a month and there's no one else there. So you'd be the only one there. So you dominate that market, guys. So that's another way I use this tool is I find holes in the market, right? That have real searches per month. And then I fill that hole based on if it needs filled or not, right? And so that's another thing you guys should be looking for, right? So this is my favorite way to do product research. It's a way I found, I found all my products the last year or so doing this method exclusively. When this tool came out, keyword research tool, it became my #1 tool, hands down. Okay, I don't care if you use Viral Launch, Helium 10, Jungle Scout, whatever. Start using your keyword research tool. Again, I have a 15% code down below. If this video was helpful, please hit that like button. It means the world to me. Comment down below if you have questions, guys. And of course, subscribe if you want to keep following my journey. I'm happy to share. And so that is it, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one.